what's going on, guys? We got another project for you tonight. Let's get after it. Alright, so here's the project we got tonight. We got a dual axle trailer here in the shop that a customer dropped off, and the customer wants a new coupler put on it. If you get into this line of work and you start working on trailers, this is something that's going to be fairly common. I've done numerous ones of these over the course of my career. Some are good, some are not so good. This one shouldn't be bad. So what we've got to do is we've got to scarf the welds off of this. There are actually two up underneath. That's the one thing that makes it a pain, is when they do weld it up underneath, because then you've got to get up in there and scarf those off, and it's not always an easy task. But these shouldn't be too bad. We're going to use the plasma. We'll scarf those off, get it all cleaned up, and we'll get it ready for the new one. Should be a fairly quick job. I quoted the customer 3 hours worth of work, so I'm going to get the plasma pulled over here. I think we're going to try out our new welding outlet, which will be nice and convenient right here where we're working. Let's get all set up and we'll get after it. Alright guys, so we got our plasma all hooked up. I've hooked up my hose to our new air dryer. This will be the trial run for the air dryer with the plasma. So kind of excited about that. So now I'm just going to go ahead and start scarfing this stuff off. I do have to unhook the electrical wire for the trailer lights, and I'm going to take those chains off, get everything out of the way, and then I'm going to go ahead and start scarfing that off. So we'll go ahead and scarf that off and go to that point. Okay guys, we got that all scarfed off. There was two more welds up here. You had it welded here, up underneath, and here. I didn't realize that it was welded here and here. I knew these ones were here, but I didn't know about these two. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean it up now, knock the rust off, and get it all prepped up to start fitting the new one. Alright guys, we got that all cleaned up. The only spot where I really gouged the base metal a little bit was right there. And it's not even that bad. Which is right where the weld is, so we'll be able to build it back up. No big deal. Everything's cleaned up inside and out. We're ready to take this over. I'm going to throw this in the vise, grind the paint off, and get it all prepped up. If you don't want pinholes and you don't want porosity, you got to make sure you always have good material prep. You got to have bare, clean metal. So everywhere where I'm going to weld, you clean it right down to bare, clean metal. Then you don't have any issue. Especially when you're welding on trailers, you don't want to deal with any of that crap because you don't ever want the customer to come back saying, well, my trailer failed and I think it was because of your welds. Cover your butt, make sure that you have good material prep, make good, pretty, nice, clean welds. You should never have an issue. So now we're ready to get the welder rolled over. I like to weld all my trailer stuff with dual shield if I can help it. So we're gonna roll the XMT over there and we're gonna see if we can't get this tacked on and weld it out. Okay, so I'm just going to try and get tacks on this thing throughout the whole thing, and then I'll start up here, weld the sides, and then do the fun ones last, the ones on the inside. Alright, she's all welded out. You can see I did weld underneath here, just like it was before. Gonna do a little cleanup and get it all ready for paint. And I'll give you guys one last look before I paint it. Okay, we got her all cleaned up. We did end up double passing under here just to fill it up. There's plenty of weld on it, so it shouldn't give him any issues. Now we're ready to hit it with some paint, and he should be able to come get it tomorrow. So we're going to go ahead and throw some paint on it. Alright guys, we're back out here tonight, and I realized we still have to put some chain links on there for his safety chains. There's a couple different ways that I do this. Sometimes I'll take like a pick and eye and weld it to the trailer, and then they can use a shackle or a clevis and tie their chains to it that way. Or a lot of times I'll just take a piece of really heavy duty chain like this stuff. I just keep a section of it laying around. So I'm going to take two of these links, and I'm going to weld one on either side, and I'll show you guys what I got planned for that. We'll get these links cut and then we'll go to that point. Alright, so I got these links here. I don't want to weld them underneath, and I'll show you guys why. But he had them bolted on underneath here last time, and it looks like I'm just assuming here, but it looks like he ended up dragging the trailer at one point, because these bolts, the heads of them are about 2/3 gone. So it's been dragging at one point or another. If I weld them on the sides, then if the trailer does come off the hitch for some reason, it's not going to sit and drag the chains and potentially bust them off the bottom. So that's why I'm doing it this way. And my OCD can't handle it if they're not level. Is that cool? Is that funny? Huh? Mama went for a ride. She'll be back. Okay? Can you give me that hammer? No, the hammer. Give me the hammer. Right here. It's right there. Can you give it to me? No. The hammer. This right here. Thank you. What a good helper. It's supposed to ship out next week. Yeah, I think I got a list of people that are waiting.
Well, I get to be first.
Okay, that's fine.
Have a good night. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, you too. Thanks. Okay, bye. All right, we got those links welded in, top and bottom. So I think that's going to be a better option. If you look here, I'm going to pull these off for him, but this is what's left of the last system. So I'll sneak a zip disc under there, cut those off, get them out of his way. So we'll paint that, and me and the inspector here will give you one last look. Say hi.
Hi.
Future Welders of America right there. Say hi.
Hi.
Let's do some painting and we'll take one more look. Got this all painted. Obviously it's not going to look as good as this retro pinstriping, but we did get it done. I am going to hurry and cut these off, but other than that, it's done. This is one of those really common trailer repairs, and it can be an extensive job depending on how much welding there is up inside. That's the worst part, but this one went relatively smooth, I think. That's going to wrap this one up. Appreciate you guys watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you on the next one.